Now I request Siddharth Jain sir to come on the stage and to speak about the pedagogy, innovation, and about the summit. And please bless us, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Change is the only constant in life, and I firmly believe that we have all been witnessing change ever since we are born. My gratitude to our Mayor, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 ji, our very own Manpreet Singh Manna ji. I think his introduction is very big. He is the one who has really brought a lot of change in the education ecosystem, especially when he was in 𝗖𝗍𝗍 and he was spearheading the 𝗘𝗱𝗹𝗶𝗄 program. He was the one who he was the one who literally conceived, planned, developed and executed 𝗘𝗱𝗹𝗶. And today we see a large number of Indian students getting benefited. And if I'm not wrong, I think even internationally, a lot of students have started looking at 𝗘𝗱𝗹𝗶. So a big round of applause for Manpreet Manna ji, a real visionary, I would say. My colleague, Mr. Anindam Mandal, who is from the Innovation Cell, obviously when we have heard, it's wonderful information that he has shared. Most importantly, Manmeet Khurana ji, who is the founder of Time2Grow Media, and Dr. 𝗙𝗱𝗶𝗁𝗍 ji, who is also the co-founder, and their effort to bring all of us together. Most important thing that I would want to highlight when we talk about innovation, are we really talking about innovation or are we focusing on improvisation? Most of the times we see that there is something already existing and we just try to improvise it by maybe 2%, 3%, and then we start thinking that we have innovated something. I think this is the time when Indian education ecosystem, especially at the school level, needs real innovation. And I think this is the time when maybe the innovation cell from the ministry, which is now bringing their products or their offerings for the school level, is going to make a change. So the real innovation will only happen when we are really talking about innovation, not only improvisation. Obviously, once we have innovated, we improvise to come to the real standards, but that is something very, very important. Second most important thing that I see whenever I am interacting with the educators, most important thing is that the educators need to teach us. See, there are a lot of people who are working for innovation, but the real substance in innovation will happen only when the feedback is coming from the educators. So it is all the people, all the educators who are there in the ecosystem, they have to come forward, they have to guide us, they have to really handhold us, time to time tell us that this is where you are going right and this is where you are going wrong and this is where our problem is. So the best way to innovate would be to first identify the problem statement, and the problem can be identified only when the educators are coming forward. I think it is a wonderful session, and I was going through the topics that are going to be discussed today. So this particular event today that is happening, it can be a very important platform, and it will be my humble request to all the educators present here to share your experiences. Ask questions to the panelists who are sharing information, so that at the end of the event, when we are able to summarize what all was happening during the day, we are able to get something out of it on which we can work aggressively. See, conclaves like this will happen, but end result is that what do we get out of these conclaves? So if we are able to derive even, I will say, maybe 1% of what we had planned, I think it will be a big achievement. So with this, I would like to once again thank the organizers for organizing such a wonderful platform, and a big thanks to all the dignitaries off the stage who are present, because of whom this particular event is going to be successful. Thank you very much.